Good morning, good morning. A lot of hustling and bustling going on today. We're getting ready for our garage sale, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yep, 10 a.m. Mark your calendar, get your running shoes on, get your bags ready, and we'll see you here at 10. Yeah, so we're starting to at least get the store stuff set up over in our space and marking things off. So, a lot of great deals. Okay, let's see. We have show and tell today. I didn't really do a demonstration because we had one on Wednesday night, and we had Mona yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to show all the things. Good morning, Phyllis. I see you made it on time. I'm going to show you all the things. I'll kind of go over a little bit what we showed on Wednesday. But just FYI, we're changing the Facebook for Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. instead of 1 in the store. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always go to our YouTube channel and view all our Facebooks, and you can go back on Facebook and find what we did. Sometimes, the last couple of weeks were a little hairy because Lori was out, so I was by myself, and I couldn't run the store and do a Facebook and so on and so forth. So I figured in the summer we'll give it a shot. We'll try the 7 p.m., and that gives me a couple other hours to be a little bit more prepared. So we're going to start off today showing you some new papers that came in from Echo Park. We have the new Let's Create paper pack. And these are the 6x6. You can see the little punches, the rubber stamp handles. There's flowers, sewing in here. A lot of a variety of different crafts. There's a sewing. And we did get a few of the larger 12x12 sheets in, and this is your cut apart, so you can actually make card fronts out of a lot of these. Great for scrapbooking layouts. This is the back of that, and I love the hearts because it coordinates with all the other papers. And had to get this one, the rubber stamps, and this is the back side. So sometimes the back, like this, has nothing to do with crafting, but it's a great background that you could use on your other cards. I love the color palette of this collection. This is called All About a Girl. Here you have the little coffee cups, teapots in those teals and pinks, and a really nice little background. Plaids, we just love plaids. Everybody loves plaids, and this is a really cute plaid palette. Just trying to see if that green no, the green is off for that. And really kind of sweet background, just the teal and the white flowers. And Echo Park also has coordinating solids. They're the same weight as their 12x12 sheets, but the colors match perfectly. So who doesn't love a good purple? And you can see how nice that would go with that. And the other side, so you get like a two for one. Okay, so those are the new papers from Echo Park. And I'm just going to kind of show some of the things we did on Wednesday night. It was all about the fruit. So this is the stamp set from Avriel, and I used one of the images just with the papers from Simple Stories. Here is another image from the set with the sentiment, and showed that one. And then we used the mini slimline trifold, and this is what I showed how to do on the Facebook, how to die cut this and get it all set up. So if you're interested in this, you can go back and review that. We used, these are the mini slimline trifold dies that we used from Taylor. Here I used the hexagon with the cherries, and this was a cherry paper from Alexander Renke, and this was a cherry die that I showed. And then we went on to strawberries. And these are the strawberry dies from Lawn Fawn. So this particular die was combined with this to create a shaker card. And this die alone was used here with this image, and this was from another Lawn Fawn set. So those are kind of what we talked about on Wednesday night. So let's see what else is new that came in. These we sold out, but we got restocked, so I wanted to share these with you. And I have a set of these at home. I grabbed them this time that we got them back in, and I'm hoping to do a class either the coming month in July or August using these kind of vintage-like, little bit grungy kind of artsy stamp sets. So look for that, but those are back in stock. Some of the other items that we got in that are pretty cool are from Creative Expressions. And we have these grungy background stamps, and you can see it's not completely colored in, so it's a little shabby chic. So you have the hearts, you have the dots, you have this little mesh, the bricks, more dots, and a random background. Some of the other designs that we got in from Sampool, and we have, let's see, this is the Corset de Paris, and so you have a variety of different kind of sewing themed, corset themed, and you can see the size on the back. They're all individual. Another sewing, this has kind of a button theme set. So you have the little label, and this actually is really nice. You can cut these out and wrap your ribbons and twines around. And you can see the size of these on the back. Love this one because it's just perfect for like backgrounds, adding little numbers and things that you could put anywhere in scrap journaling, in, you can put it on your layouts, on your cards. And I took one of these sets home. This is called Dates from the Past. And then some nature type stamps.
The whole family's here.
Yeah. And then we have a variety of different flowers. And then we have the Butterfly Walk. Another beautiful set. And you can see them on the back. And I love that. The postcard label, that very popular. It's hard to find. There used to be sets all the time that had different fonts of postcards to make if you're sending a card out instead of making a full-size card. So those are from Creative Expressions. Viken. We've kind of showed parts and pieces of this collection, and we finally now have, I think, the entire collection of products that they have in stock. Some we have more than others because we've had them for a couple weeks. Others we've just got in. So let me kind of start off. This just came in, and this is the 6x8 collection pack. And I just want to open this up and show this to you because this one's going to be mine. What I love about their front sheets and their back sheets are the other side is a design, so it doesn't go to waste. So their packaging you can always use. Allison is here, so Sadie is barking at her like, give me a treat. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. So you have this and with the solids on the back of that. Okay, so you get 3 sheets of, it's looking like we get 3 sheets of everything. And you have this, right? And look at that. Isn't that a beautiful, like, oh gosh, it's like it's a purple, but it has, I don't know, like a violet in it maybe or whatever. Just love their papers. And they are heavier. I don't know if they're like 100, 110 pound weight. So maybe we'll just do a card class with these. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'm looking at them going, oh, I can kind of envision a card class. The random papers. We do have some 12 by 12s, but the 12 by 12 images are a little bit larger. They're showing sneak peeks of their Christmas line, and it's like, oh my gosh, love it. And what's nice in here, you got these pieces that you can cut apart and add. So this is the Viken. So along with these 6 by 8, like I said, we have the 12 by 12. These are the rub-ons. If you have not used their rub-ons, I highly suggest trying them because you will love them. They are just amazing. Look at those colors. This is kind of my favorite type of rub-on background, just random. And we've done several albums with their papers and rub-ons, and people will look at the book and say, where's that paper? And it's like, well, it's that paper with a rub-on. You can't even tell that it was a rub-on. They also do chipboard pieces. So you can see in the back all the different little chipboard pieces that go with the collection. They have their ephemera packs, jam-packed with a variety of different parts and pieces. They have their little Viken tag set. And what they've started doing are these card kits. And we're doing one using the Avesta this month. And look again, this is their packaging, how like you can definitely use that. So in this particular kit, you get these assorted 2 sheets of rub-ons. You get the little stickers to close your envelopes. These are your cards, and you can see that they're scored so you can fold them. And then these are envelopes. They're already pre-scored, so you can see that you can just fold them. And those little circle stickers will go to seal your envelope. So we had these available in the Spectrum, which may be sold out. We had the Avesta, and we had the Viken. So let's set this back in here. Those are the little sticker seals for the okay. I wanted to show these actually butterfly stickers that we have in, since everybody's gardens are blooming. And these are, let me see, I'll do the silver. Actually, I think I'll do the gold. Changed my mind. I can see with the Pink Fresh, putting some of these on your cards. So you can see that the stickers peel up. They are translucent. So if you want it to stay translucent, you could put them on a piece of acetate and cut them. You can actually put them on the back. If you put it on a back of like a colored cardstock, you can see that would be purple, but the gold metallic would show up. So these are actually very cool. Let's stick this one back down. And these are the butterfly stickers. They are $2.99, and they come in gold and they come in silver. We have these in the store. We have them in the store kind of up where the Viking is, because they're kind of a nice addition. Not sure if these are, they may be online. I'm not sure if Jess put them online, but they're very fun. And if they are not, you can always call and we can add them to your order. We have a few things in from My Favorite Things. Got it, Nancy. We have the Sunshine Stencil. And I like their stencil because it's it's longer and more narrow. It's like 4 by, almost 6. So I like this one. I know we have a couple others in. And then I did a reorder on a lot of their paper pads. Just FYI, not saying it's going to happen or whatever, but what we're hearing in the industry is paper is becoming an issue. Not that we don't all have a huge stash of paper, but so I am stocking up. They're just, I don't know, who knows why, but that's kind of like the next thing that they're talking about. So we have a lot of new papers. So we have this pretty in plaid 6 by 6. We have the rainbow grid, and you can see all the different colors that you get on in that pack. We have the sweet plaid, which are kind of the, the little deeper pinks with the turquoise, which is always popular. We have the happy pattern, so you have all these primary colors. Another staple is the Poppin' Polka Dots. Always nice to have something like this in your stash. Another Rainbow Love, so you have all your primary colors once again, which are just fun and make you happy. This one I love because it's another staple, and this is what I wanted the other day, and I did not have it at home because I forgot to grab it. It's just black and white stripes, so you have the diagonal and the thin stripe, so the black and white. And then for July 4th, and it can be used Labor Day, any kind of summer too, this nice Stars and Stripes collection. And I love that they put that, I love that blue that they've added in with the royal blue and the red. So those are from My Favorite Things. Next, we have a release in from Mama Elephant. So this is their new release. So I'm going to go through. There may be an item or two that are from prior releases. We got, this is a prior release. It's called Mixed Birthday. And these are like sentiments that actually are great for the inside of your cards. We always look at sentiments and say we have a lot of things for the outside, but we need things for the inside. And this one is perfect for your birthdays. This is the Grid Planter For those of you that do a lot with the Mama Elephant and have a lot of small little icons, this is perfect for their images. And then we have the succulent stamp set, the little succulent agenda. So you get all these different little pots and plants, and you have all these little faces that you can put in those little containers, and it comes with the die. But these are the little images that will fit in each of these little areas. They also have really cute small little sentiments that you can add in those little sections. We have the little agenda bus. So you have these, you know, it could be a school bus, it could be a work bus, and you have all these cute little images that will fit in there. And those will also fit like in those little windows. So you can use them multiple ways. This is a little bigger for their agenda set, but these are the little house agendas. And they had to make these bigger so that all these other little agenda icons will fit appropriately with that size. So you have, I don't know if that's an apple, maybe it's an apple, but you have a summer, a winter, a fall, and little decorations that you can add to that. And I believe that Donna is going to be actually doing a class with the Mama Elephant coming up sometime, hopefully within the next 2 months. We have the Hey Pumpkin, which I love. So you have I don't know if that's a little kitty cat coming out, or I don't know what they're little, that looks like a bunny, a kitty cat, maybe a dog, behind the little pumpkin set, and sweet little sentiments. And then they have costume cuties. So they have those same little cute little critters with different costumes for Halloween. And you know what I love are their sentiments, the size of their fonts and that. So really cute. And the last item that we got in is Oh Hi Loopy, and this is a die, and you can see you get the whole outside of your A2 size card. This loop you can do separately, inlay another one in so it stacks up. You can do it in a different color, and then you have Oh Hi for a sentiment that's in the inside of this. And we got a couple items in from Decofoil, and I'm waiting for an order in direct from iCraft to get more products in, and we'll do another Facebook Live using the Decofoil products, and so kind of look forward to that. We got some rainbows in. You can see there's 2 different color kind of rainbow palettes. You have the brighter and the more muted. And then we were out of gold, so we got gold back in. And more toner image designs. We have the Majestic Moths, and then we have the Paisley. And these are perfect for your card fronts. They work super fast. You'll actually see the process when we do it on a live. But these are used with a laminator. So just putting your foil on top, running it through a laminator, peeling it off, and then all these would become like rainbow. So something to look forward to and watch for. Oh, I forgot to show this with the Viking. We got their fabric tape in. This is repositionable, and they have some of their tapes are washi tape in their packages, and some are fabric. And I'm just going to open this up. So you can see you have 4 different designs and 3 different sizes of their fabric tape. And you can use it just like your washi tape on your cards, but it's also good for binding and in books and, you know, sides for pockets and so on and so forth. But colors just as beautiful as their papers. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the Uncharted Mariner. So we have the oxide pads and reinkers, the distress pads and reinkers in. We have the distress spray and the oxide spray in. And we have the glazes. And how many of you guys were surprised on the color? Surprised, but then when you think about it, not so surprised. Beautiful color. I have some scrap paper out, so I'm going to show you that. So hold on one second. In my pile. We have that. So let me just show you the distress. Look at that color. It's like so beautiful. The richness and the deepness. I can't wait to actually use this for some Christmas cards. And you can see the difference between right away with the oxide. Definitely a softer version, not as deep and rich as the distress. More people prefer the oxides. I prefer the deepness and the color values in the distress. So it's a personal thing. And then there's people that love both. So what do you guys, do you prefer oxide or distress? The other thing with the oxide, you have that kind of chalky finish to it, and this is just normal. I'm going to open up one of the, I love the glazes. Love, love, love the glazes.
Bring this one over to me, okay?
Oh, yeah. Charlene,
What do you need from me, baby?
just grab the heat gun for me and bring it. If you could bring it over.
The what?
The heat gun. I forgot. I'm going to show. Okay, so I'm going to just start. This I'm just using the embossing pad. This paper has a little texture to it, so we'll see how it's going to work. Move this off to the side. And excuse the sound. Let me just... Okay, this is lighter down at the bottom because I really didn't ink up the whole stamp. So this is done just with the embossing powder and the Versamark ink pad, just your clear pad. Now I'm going to do half with distress and half with oxide. And I can get away with embossing the distressing because this is a brand new pad and it's super wet. I should have had my little tool. tool handy, but this is just to show you. And you can see how dark and rich the Distress ink is. Actually, I think, you know, typically there's a difference between the two, but these are pretty close. And it could be because there's more solid leaves. But so these have the Distress Oxide or Distress ink underneath on top of the glaze. And then this is the glaze by itself, just with a clear pad. So this is Distress, this is Oxide, this is Distress, this is Oxide, and then this is clear embossing pad. So it's kind of cool to see that, you know, just with a couple products, you, depending what you're mixing it with, the different, you know, kind of ways that you can use it. We were using the Uncharted Mariner Distress Glaze. Yeah, and I think maybe if I did use clear powder, we probably, let me go grab a clear powder real quick. So let me grab clear. That's probably when we'll see more of a difference in the two. How many of you guys still love wood? Oh my God, I still love wood. So yeah, we're getting rid of some of the wood stamps in the store, but there's a stash in the back, and Mark's like, "Can we put those at the garage sale?" I'm like, "No, those are my favorite." I will always love wood. Let's see if we see a big difference. Okay, here you can, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. This is the Distress ink. This is the Oxide. The Distress with clear embossing powder is definitely deeper. So that's Distress with clear, and then Oxide with clear. And we'll have these in the store. We always kind of do something just like a little sample like this so you can actually see the difference in person. Well, one of the things, like, you know, people are saying, like, you need a stamp positioner. One of the things, and we tell people all the time in classes because they are forever, you need to stand up when you're stamping for so many reasons. And people like to sit down and not stand up. Even if I do have a stamp positioner, I tend to stand. But when you're standing up and looking from above, you can actually, because all the stamps are actually really well made, where they're placed on the wood stamp centered for you. So if you use your wood as your guide, you can actually line up and see where you are. And then when you go to press down, it's not that you don't want to, most people have a tendency to press on the outside. Well, if you look at this wood design, that's not where the design is. The wood design is in the center. So you just need to press evenly. And the other good thing, I mean, I didn't re-ink this, so it's not going to be a good impression. But the other thing that's really important is making sure that you have a nice, fresh ink pad. And that's where the Misty comes in, because if your pad is not so fresh, you can go back and ink it over and over. But we should not be afraid of wood stamps. I actually believe that they stamp much better. The rubber is a better product than the acrylic. But you can see, you can't, I mean, like I said, I didn't ink this up, but look how pretty well centered that is. So that's my 2 cents on wood stamps. So anybody have any questions? So if there are no more questions, I'm going to send you off to this beautiful day that we're having, and you know, enjoy it. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at the garage sale. I might do a Facebook Live just so that you can actually see what this garage sale thing is all about. I am hoping that we will have another one in September, because this one, for many reasons that I'm not going to get into, kind of came up quick. People have been asking, and so by the time we got the okay from the landlord, I decided, we had to get it in sometime in June because that was good for him. We kind of set the date, and here we are. It's already tomorrow. So we're planning ahead and hoping that we could have another one in September. So if you can't join us, you know, tomorrow, maybe set your calendar and kind of plan once we get a date in September to join us, because it's a pretty cool event. So for now, everyone have a wonderful weekend. It's going to be gorgeous out there. So enjoy, and I will see you, let me see, next Wednesday evening. No, I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for a little bit, and and then Wednesday. So take care. Thank you for joining us.